More breaking news from the NFL. JuJu Smith-Schuster announcing that he'll be signing with the Kansas City Chiefs. NFL Network reporting it is a one-year deal for $10.8 million for Smith-Schuster. The former Pro Bowl wideout limited to just 6 games this past season due to a shoulder injury. In terms of what he's been able to do with the Steelers, you see his ranks since 2017. He's first in receptions, receiving yards, just under 3,900 there, and 26 touchdowns. Let's welcome in Jamey Eisenberg, our fantasy expert, to talk about the fantasy impact of JuJu Smith-Schuster to the Chiefs. Okay, the Chiefs have been for years now, a fantasy boom team, one of those teams that you want to get players from the Chiefs because of that offense. So now you add JuJu Smith-Schuster to that. What does it do for his value and the value of this Chiefs offense, Jamey?
Well, Jeremy, it obviously helps. You put him with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, with a coach like Andy Reid, and he's certainly going to have all the single coverage he could ask for because no one is going to necessarily look at him and say, okay, we got to worry about JuJu when you got Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, and obviously what Mahomes does with the running backs as well. But, JuJu's been lost for the last couple of seasons. Last year was the injury situation. He has kind of been sort of stuck with because of Ben Roethlisberger's play, and then the year that Roethlisberger missed, kind of as this short area target. But you got to go back to the beginning of his career. Remember, he's only going to be 26 in the middle of the season, so still 25 years old. So a lot of football left to play for JuJu. But you go back to the best points of his career, it was in the first 2 seasons when he was playing opposite Antonio Brown. So no pressure, no stress. You just had to be the second guy. And at the time, Roethlisberger was still playing at a very good level, maybe a very high level, depending on how you want to rate him at that point in his career. So this is a good opportunity for JuJu on a one-year deal to sort of see if he can reprove himself, get away from the Steelers system, get back with a great quarterback, get back into a great system and a great opportunity. And hopefully we're going to see a lot of fireworks in the AFC West because of all those teams there. So I don't necessarily think you want to buy into JuJu as a must-start fantasy receiver yet. He's a guy you're going to draft as probably a low-end number 3 option, number 4 type fantasy receiver right around pick 100. But he can certainly outperform that value if he clicks with Mahomes right away and sort of plays off the other guys there in Kansas City.
Certainly a guy you're going to want to keep an eye on in the preseason just to see kind of where he fits in and what that relationship is like with Patrick Mahomes. Jamey, would you call him a sleeper at this point in this Chiefs offense? You're saying he's kind of like maybe a wide receiver 3. So is that kind of sleeper territory for you or a buy low?
100%. We've been waiting the last couple of years. We've been saying about Mecole Hardman since the Chiefs made him a second-round pick, and it was, okay, can this be the year that Hardman takes that next step forward? And what happens if Tyreek Hill misses any time or Travis Kelce misses any time? Can that guy step up and be that proven receiver that Patrick Mahomes needs? And obviously, JuJu's got a much better resume than Mecole Hardman. But you talk about Hardman, Josh Gordon, Demarcus Robinson, Byron Pringle. We've been begging for a second guy to step up there and help this offense, second receiver, third option. So absolutely fits that category. And I think you got to expect that Andy Reid, they wanted JuJu last year, that he was certainly in the mix to go to Kansas City before re-signing with Pittsburgh. So they've had some ideas about how they want to use him. There's going to be a lot of fireworks in the AFC West, so a lot of shootouts coming. So we can see games in the 30s, the 40s, when these teams meet each other, Chiefs, Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders now. So I think JuJu's in a great spot. It's just a matter of, can he sort of reinvent himself back to being the receiver he was the first couple of seasons when he wasn't just running 2-3 yards away from the line of scrimmage because Roethlisberger couldn't throw the ball down the field?
It kind of makes you wish that the season was, just around the corner because we're getting all these great deals now. I want to see this stuff go right away. So, yes, Jamey Eisenberg, our fantasy experts, hopping on to talk to us about JuJu Smith-Schuster announcing that he is signing with the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks, Jamey. Another guy, they're having a free agency wrap-up on Monday's edition of Fantasy Football Today, but they're going to be talking about the Deshaun situation. They're going to be talking about JuJu Smith-Schuster. You can download and follow, and then whatever happens over the course of the weekend, maybe we're not done, you can download and follow Fantasy Football Today wherever you get your podcast audio, and you can also watch the program on YouTube.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.